Hello, welcome to my first video on this channel, Goddess Gems. My name is Brie, or you can call me Goddess, whichever you prefer. I'm going to use this Remy and Papoose situation as a example of what a divine feminine, divine masculine, and a karmic can do in your life. All right, let's get into it here. Remy Ma is a rapper, well known for her song Conceited. I got a reason. I look way too good to be in this. Okay, period. She's a great artist to me. She hasn't really made nothing recently that's been popping up, but she's still, buzzing. Papoose, he's also a known rapper, but we haven't heard much from him, but they do say that he's a great rapper. And I believe him. He seems like a real chill, laid-back guy. He does give me divine masculine vibes. He never really been in any situation where drama or him out there doing God knows what. I feel like he has really been upholding his image up until this day, okay? Remy is really angry, okay? Even though she cheated first. All right, like, let's get into it. You cheated first with a battle rapper who is not even on Papoose level energetically, and then he humiliates you, and it was all for clout to humiliate Papoose because for some reason a battle rapper messed with Remy, and I think that he only messed with Remy to get some type of clout, okay, off of Remy. He used her, and Remy, she thrives off of drama. We have seen her a couple of times in the media with some drama. We haven't seen Papoose much with drama. So I did hear one story about Papoose fighting Fat Joe, or them having beef over Remy Ma, because Papoose, he don't play about his wife, okay? But I feel like Papoose is moving on because he found happiness in someone else. I do feel like Papoose stayed in a situation with Remy Ma because maybe he did think that this was love, and he is very loyal. But Remy Ma took advantage of Papoose loyalty and cheated, and then gaslighted and pointing the fingers at him saying, oh, it's your fault, I cheated. But instead of walking away, you cheated on him and then humiliate him and expect him to be okay with this for a very long time. And Papoose stayed quiet on the situation after Remy Ma did cheat on him with the battle rapper. Okay, so when you find someone that best suits you and brings you out of your shell, hence Clarissa, as we have seen, Clarissa has been making him happy. He's been smiling more. He just seems like he's really in a good headspace. And I feel like this is intimidating Remy because she does not like Papoose being happy with someone else. But at the same time, you were not happy with Papoose. At least that's what you say. But is that really true? Or are you just not happy that Papoose is not kissing your booty anymore? Karmic women tend to be very manipulative, and they want to sabotage people's images to make their image look clear and look beautiful and things like that. And I think that in this case it's no different with Remy. I think she is really butthurt. She's really embarrassed. She feels humiliated because everybody sees that Papoose is happy with another woman, and that's the only reason she's crashing out, in my opinion. She doesn't want to see him happy with anyone else. But if you really love someone, wouldn't you want to see them happy whether it's with you or not? Or is it to a certain extent whenever it suits you? I feel like karmic women tend to be very selfish, okay? And to be honest with you, in my opinion, Papoose could have done better, okay? Remy did not even look like she was happy in the first place. She looked like she was looking for the next drama to get herself into. Now Clarissa is out here. She's winning. They was trying to throw shade at Clarissa because she was also engaged with someone else, but they broke it off, and now they're both happy. Now that Clarissa's not with her ex-fiance and Papoose is not with his wife, Remy, and they're happy together. And people on the outside feels like they can point the fingers at Clarissa. You're messing with a married man. But energetically, what if this marriage was over? Especially when Remy was the first one to humiliate Papoose. People forget that. People overlook that. Or is the real karmic showing their true colors, that they are bitter as well, and they do the same thing as Remy, gaslight. be negative, cheat, and point the fingers, calling people broke, calling people this, that, and the third. Oh, he ain't got nothing, he with me, but y'all was married. And now that you guys are not together, you think all of those things about Papoose, all those negative things about him, but he wasn't all those things when you guys were together. Now that he is smiling with someone else, you don't like it. Now he's the bad guy. And then on top of that, they say she's still obsessed with the battle rapper, but the battle rapper is not paying her no mind. And this is why she's putting her attention on Papoose, because nobody else is checking for her at this time. Karmic women always try to find attention, even if it's unwanted. And I feel like in this case, it is very unwanted. And she is crying for attention, okay? I feel like she just did not want Clarissa to be the one to be with Papoose, because she feel like she has something to prove. She's used to Papoose kissing her butt, and now that Papoose not kissing her butt no more, he found his own power, his own way. She's like, oh, hell no. Okay, now she's saying, oh, sign these papers, sign these papers. Papoose and Clarissa been together for some time now, so I don't see why it's so urgent for the divorce now. Not saying that it's not necessary, because I feel like this would be a big weight lifted off of them if they just get a divorce. But at the same time, do you feel like Remy is the karmic, or do you feel like Clarissa is the karmic? I feel like personally, all the divine feminines and divine masculines are uniting, and the karmics are being separated, and they are crashing out because their true colors are being shown, because she was hiding behind Papoose when it comes to her image. And now she is being exposed for just being someone who is bitter, cheater, and just gaslighting, a narc in my opinion, emotionally manipulative, calling him out. And then Papoose, he's finally speaking up about being her ghostwriter. I feel like Papoose is tired of being quiet, especially going against a karmic woman who would do anything to make someone look bad. So I feel like Papoose being a divine masculine, someone who's quiet, very supportive, loyal, and have their woman's back when necessary. I feel like even after Remy Ma cheated, Papoose still had her back. And she still was going around acting. Even after she cheated, she was over here, taking pictures and bands. I say, like, there's nothing wrong with that, but at least give your husband a public apology instead of humiliating him. And now that he's with someone else, you want to humiliate him some more because he decided to do what's best for him. I feel like if you really love someone, you wouldn't mind someone moving on, especially if you know you hurt them and you are the reason why they're moving on. I feel like Papoose woken up from Remy's, trance, spell, whatever this is, and realized who she really is. I feel like Remy has been doing destiny swapping or pretending to be someone she's not, and now her true colors are showing. But then again, her actions has always shown that she thrives off drama. So Papoose found a real woman who can not only handle business but handle business. Okay, I like Clarissa. I think they look really good together. I think Papoose is bringing Clarissa out of her shell, and Clarissa is bringing Papoose out of his shell, and showing him that he is the divine masculine. I'm also getting like Clarissa is coming out of her shell and being more feminine, and she's smiling more. And you know what I'm saying? It's a big difference from when she was with her ex-fiance, heavy masculine. Now that she's with Papoose, she's been dressing very elegant lately, very nice. She's been also creative rapping and things like that, and just stepping out her shell and trying new things in other areas of her life, not just being defined of being a boxer, but also other things. And I feel like when you come together with someone and they bring you out of your shell and motivate you and uplift you, and you become this whole new person, you're glowing, you look more beautiful, that is a sign that you are with a divine masculine, divine feminine. But when you are with a karmic, you're just really quiet, you're shouting, you're looking around, you're paranoid, you look very tired. All the attention is on the karmic, and the karmic is thriving off of drama and attention, and they are okay, but you're not getting no attention. But now that Papoose is getting all the attention and it's not on Remy, she does not like that. I feel like it's more so she don't like that people are on Papoose's side and not hers. It's very narcissistic, trying to sabotage his image because she cannot be with him, and also she cannot hide who she is, because really Remy Ma was hiding behind Papoose when it comes to her character. But now her true colors are showing. She feels very vulnerable. And in order to get it off of her, she's trying to deflect on him. But he is minding his business. But I do feel like Papoose is getting tired of her BS, because let's be for real. Sometimes we have to stand up to the karmics, because they will think that they can keep on bullying you. And this is why you have to be very stern and set boundaries with them. I feel like Papoose need to sign those papers and move on with his life. But I don't think it's the end of it. I feel like Remy is going to try to make a living hell out of him, probably try to put him on child support, which, hey, gotta do what you gotta do. But I feel like she's gonna be like a bitter baby mama, because she feels like she's been played, even though she played Papoose. So what do you think? Comment down below. Do you think Remy is the karmic or the divine feminine? And what do you think about Clarissa and Papoose relationship? Do you feel like it's genuine? I just saw 12-12, so they could be soulmates. And I really do feel that. I feel like they belong together. I feel like they would do great things together. But time would tell. But I still feel like even as individuals, they seem like good people with good intentions, and that's all that matters. Remy, her intentions does not seem pure. It seems like she really want to destroy Papoose now that he is with someone else, and that's what karmics do. When they feel like they lose control of you, they will do anything to sabotage you and your image. So I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. Make sure you hit that like and that subscribe if you enjoyed this reading. I do appreciate you. You can check out my other channels. I am a reader, I am a healer, I am all things of a nurturer and a divine feminine, a goddess at best. See you guys. Did post a little snippet of what Remy was saying and what Papoose was saying, just to get a little bit of each side of the story of what's going on right now.
Let's be clear. People didn't respect me on the strength of him. A lot of the shit that he got was on the strength of me. And that's how I carried it. So when people was like, when he goes on there and says, oh, he lied after I knocked him out, he lied. Like, well, we all lied. Because we were all trying to make sure that we were all good, because you did some dumb shit. How it is with these. They could do mad shit to you all day, every day, year after year, decade after decade. But the second you do something to them, the second you say, I'm done, I'm finished, all hell breaks loose. He used to be gorilla glued to my nuts everywhere I went. Not because I'm a cheater and because I can't keep my legs closed, but because he was so worried about an athlete or another rapper or an executive getting my attention, and I leave. When he realized that a regular nigga that can rap, but just not the way we do it. By the way, he makes $50,000 per battle, has about 5-6 battles a year, so he makes at least $250,000 a year. You understand? Great credit score. I never seen a person with a credit score like this in my life. Like the richest people that I've been around. But anyway, unlike some people who beg me to add their name to one of my properties and I have a lien on it because they don't pay their taxes. He couldn't believe and couldn't fathom why him. So while he's sitting there, she was saying, why Hitman, why Goods? Why are you fucking lying? Why are you lying? You was devastated that a regular nigga that used to work for sanitation, got a pension plan, got a 401k, that happens to rap, was able to overcome your manipulation, was able to treat me nice, not just because the camera's on, not just because people are watching, but because he genuinely felt like that, not because I was paying his bills.
She contacted me. Hey, you haven't seen your daughter since New Year's. I said, excuse me? I just seen my daughter yesterday. I just picked her up from school. What are you talking about? She didn't even know that I seen my daughter. You know why? Because she's never there with my daughter. She is never there with my child. And it's crazy that you have the audacity to open your mouth and say that I haven't seen my daughter, not only due to the fact that you didn't allow me to see her, since I finally got tired of your lies, tired of your narcissism and moved on, but the fact that while you was running out here cheating with this lame, not only cheating with this lame, you allowed him to destroy your entire life. You use all, you talking this money talk, you use all of your money, and I want y'all to know this, because I know a lot of people, I don't want to come across as I'm upset, but you know what, I am upset. You know why I'm upset? Because you mentioned my children. You had the audacity to mention my children, and you had the audacity. Can y'all hear me? Because some people complaining about the audio. Can y'all hear me?